Yo, every Wednesday night,
Lay
you better
that.
tune in tight at 7 p.m. CST. We bring in that insight. Halas Hall Report, best podcast in the game. Stats and facts, you'll remember the name. Host Ken Dub got the knowledge on lock. Co-host Woody, the Bear fan. Talking all that talk. 3 Bear fans chilling. Opinions on the side. We're here for the love, riding that Bear pride. Halas Hall, we break it down right. Join us on the journey from day to night. Blue and orange army taking over the scene. 2025's the year, know what we mean. Bear fans unite, it's our time to rise. Sunday mornings, pre-game vibes in the skies. Lions think they're fierce with Dan Campbell's call, but all that greed ain't gonna help them at all. Same old story, we know how it goes. They just can't compete, everybody knows. Minnesota Vikings always talking smack, but when it's game day, they ain't got the knack. Sitting on the couch while we're making a stand. Over here in Chi-Town, we're the best in the land. Halas Hall, we break it down right. Join us on the journey from day to night. Blue and orange army taking over the scene. 2025's the year, know what we mean. Bear fans unite, it's our time to rise. Sunday mornings, pre-game vibes in the sky. Packer fans yell blow, pack, blow, but can't see the truth. We're stealing the show. Rivalry heated, but we stay real cool. Halas Hall Report, yeah, that's the rule. With every episode, we build that hype. Stats and team news, we got the right type. Fan base strong, we ain't looking back. 2025, it's a winning attack. So gather round fans, put your hands in the air. Every Wednesday night, we're breathing that bear. Join the revolution, watch the magic unfold. Halas Hall Report, we're breaking the mold. Halas Hall, we break it down right. Join us on the journey from day to night. Blue and orange army taking over the scene. 2025's the year, know what we mean. Bear fans unite, it's our time to rise. Sunday mornings, pre-game vibes in the sky. So mark your calendars, don't miss a beat. Every Wednesday night, Halas Hall can't be beat. Stats, facts, team news on deck. Halas Hall Report, what did you expect? 2025, the Bears are here to stay. Blue and orange in the north, leading the way.
Good morning. It's game day. It's Halas Hall Report. It's Bears versus Raiders. Good morning, Woody.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good morning, Dan.
Good morning.
And of course, we have Mike, the Bear fan, doing his producing thing in the background there. So there's a game currently for those. If you don't have NFL Network, first off, talk to Woody. He'll get you squared away with TV. Right now, it's 24-6, Pittsburgh over Minnesota. I did not expect this much of a thumping.
No, Pittsburgh's defense was a question since the beginning of the year. Last 2 weeks they've been pulling it out, and believe it or not, Aaron Rodgers looks pretty good today.
Yeah. Their defense is playing so much better.
Good morning, Matt.
Yeah, morning, Matt. Morning, Go Pack Go. But so we got the Raiders today, and we're streaming out to Raiders Twitter as well as Bears Twitter. So maybe we'll get some Raider fan comments in here. It's going to be a good game. It's almost going to be. They're saying it's going to be a 50-50 crowd in Vegas.
Yep.
Don't remind them of that. The Vikings could have signed Aaron Rodgers. They're saying at Allegiant it's going to be about a 50-50 crowd today. We already know that 1st and 10 tailgate from Chicago is out there. I'm not surprised. I mean, Vegas is a big destination city for, if you see your team on the schedule and you can, let's make a Vegas weekend out of it. A lot of people do. But then also,
this fucking guy. Go Pack Go. I love you. I love it. I was the happiest guy. I was the happiest guy at the casino yesterday when they blew that game. I love it.
I thought it was Vinny. I just, I'm old, man. Been a few weeks, so I forgot Vinny. But yeah, I'll call you Vinny. But yeah, I mean, they're saying it could be a 50-50 crowd out there in Vegas, which, like I said, isn't surprising. It's a destination city. But there's a lot of Chicagoans that have moved to Vegas. There's like for those in the city who know Rosati's, which has many, 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 many locations in Chicago for thin crust. They have Rosati's in Vegas. It's one of only 2 other cities that has it that I'm aware of. Vegas and Dallas.
They got one up here in the Dells too.
Okay, they got one up there in the Dells. Yeah, because there's a lot of Chicagoans that go vacation there. I do miss me some Rosati's, to be honest with you. But so they're saying it's going to be a 50-50 crowd in Vegas. So, I wonder how Vegas fans react to that. I know how people here in Florida react with the Florida teams because, but this is such a transient state that happens. But, Vegas, I think they're kind of used to it. So I'm wondering, is this going to feel like an away game today or a pseudo home game,
50-50. It's a half home, half away.
Ooh, and might the Vikings actually get a first down? They did. Ooh, miracles happen. So Bears today, we got the injury report for both teams. I'll start off with saying that the Raiders injury report looks good. Jack Bowers is going to play today. Jeremy Chinn's going to play today. Questionable is DeMarcarian and Richardson, but he had full practice on Friday. Their only one out is their backup tight end, who's probably the reason why Brock Bowers is going today, is Michael Mayer, who's on concussion protocol.
Yeah, he was backing up, Brock Bowers with his knee. He has that knee brace on. I don't know if he still has his knee brace on. He couldn't cut too well. And Mayer's been filling in good for him. So that's a big if Brock Bowers isn't 100%, Mayer's out. That could be advantage Bears on that one.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask, Woody. It's like I wonder, what impact is this going to have as far as their offense? I mean, they do have some offensive weapons for the Raiders, but if Bowers isn't 100%, you got to figure that's going to affect everything from play calling to actually completing plays.
Well, that all depends on how Bears' rush defense is because Austin Genty, first-round draft pick for the Raiders, highest running back coming out of college. If our rush defense doesn't stop him, that might calm down that passing game. And, Brock Bowers being, 70% and Mayer out, that could actually help the Raiders out if our rush defense is going to suck it up today.
Speaking of the rush defense, we have 3 guys out today. TJ Edwards, Grady Jarrett, and Darnell Wright. 3 pretty big names. Now, we've been out without TJ Edwards the whole season. I figure we'll see him after the bye next week. Is that a touchdown for Minnesota, or is he out of bounds?
Yep. That was in. That's
in, a touchdown. So now it's 24-12, soon to be 24-13 if they go for 1, 24-14 if they go and convert for 2. But Jarrett being out is now we're going to see with Jarrett being out, we'll probably see because we're going to see Noah Sewell again for TJ Edwards. No big deal. I'm happy with that. But now we might see rookie Shamar Turner finally. And we'll see, a lot of Andrew Billings, who was the starter last year. So that I'm not so worried about, Jarrett being out as much. It's a drop off, but the guy replacing was a starter last year, and then we'll probably start to see some Shamar Turner. Maybe that'll change the nice catch. Maybe that'll change the run D a little bit.
What do you think, Dan? Andrew Billings clogging up that middle?
Someone does.
Or Shamar Turner?
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll probably see the other thing with our injury report, of course, like I said, playing today. Let me go to the questionables who we already know are playing, though. Finally, for the first time this year, we'll see Spider-Man. Kyle Gordon will be playing today. Colson Loveland is playing after limited practice Friday. And so is DeAndre Swift, but he was limited practice all week with the hip. That's what we got going on. So really we're just without Darnell Wright, Grady Jarrett, TJ Edwards. The rest of, versus people on the IR, hey, they're there. Darnell Wright being out, this is the first test for the O-line with an injury.
Yeah, Jonah Jackson is going to have to help out this Benedict on that side because Max Crosby, we all know what he could do. He's a speed rusher, bull rusher. Benedict, hopefully he can hold off, but he's going to need some help.
So I like Theo Bennett. I think most fans do, especially after his performance on Hard Knocks 2 camps ago. He looked pretty good in the preseason on the left side. In fact, he was a surprise in that left tackle race, right? But
Yeah.
I thought that was it. He was going to be on the left side, and Ozzie was going to be on his natural right side, and Trapillo was going to be the backup on the right. But no, they're going with Theo. I find that kind of interesting, Dan.
I'm sorry, what?
So Theo starting over Ozzie Trapillo at right tackle. I thought Theo was going to be the left tackle backup and Ozzie the right. So that's kind of interesting that happened.
We'll switch. See, hopefully it, does all right. Them switching it.
Because I feel it's almost like it got reversed now. So is Ozzie the backup at left tackle? I mean, the guy's a second round pick, right? So where's he at now, Woody?
I think he's going to back up Braxton Jones if something happens to Jones, because about his issues that he has. But Braxton Jones looks pretty good. I was excited to try see Ozzie because he had a great training camp. And Poles says he was probably our second best rookie next to Hippolyte. Surprise in the training camp, but we don't know half the stuff that's going on at their practices or what's going on and stuff like that. But we're just hoping the best as a fan.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously, we hear reports. We don't know about the meeting rooms, the practice fields, and all the other stuff that goes on. Obviously, we're not Jay Glazer. Unfortunately, we don't get that kind of stuff. But it's interesting that Ozzie is sitting behind Theo right now at right tackle even. Also removed from the injury report, of course, the final one was DeMarco Jackson, Jalen Jones, and Cole Kmet, so they're all healthy. Right now, still on the injured reserve and pup list is Jalen Johnson, of course, Austin Booker, Terrell Smith, Kieran, Travis Homer, Zoff Frazier, Amen, the guy whose name I can't say, and Dion Hankins. So, but we'll see. Actually, after the bye week, we should see Austin Booker back. Terrell Smith.
No, he's out for the year.
He's still going to miss another game. Kieran just got put. He'll miss the 4 because he just got put on. Travis Homer will be back though. Could be back after the bye.
No, but Ken, Terrell Smith's out for the year.
He's out for the year, and then Zoff Frazier's out for the year. Dion Hankins is out for the year, the running back, and then the linebacker Ogbon. They were just calling that. He can come back week 6 against the Commanders. So we're gonna, if we can keep healthy today, coming into the Commanders game week 6, we're going to have to make some roster moves probably because of the IR. People come back from the IR, which is a good thing. We're getting better players back. But now, let's look at the 10-meter target, though. Today's game against the Raiders, Woody, what are you looking for in today's game against the Raiders?
Again, our rush defense has got to, buckle down against Genty. I mean, he doesn't have a great season so far as a rookie. But I say if our rush defense doesn't stop him, that's going to calm down, Geno Smith and that offense. Because they have, again, you said they have great receivers. They got Jacoby Myers, they got Brock Bowers and stuff like that. And if the running game works, they can do the play action. But rush defense is the key today on defense.
I think, what about having Spider-Man come back? Doesn't that open up the playbook more for Allen? And maybe we'll see some more corner blitzes that will help with that, where he comes free off the edge and, nails Genty in the backfield. He's done it so many times to so many running backs. Yep.
I'm excited to see what Spider-Man does, especially in the nickel. Cornerback blitzes and stuff like that, because Geno Smith is mobile. So we might need, if he starts getting mobile, hopefully we don't have to go to a spy. But if, Gordon gets in there, makes a couple tackles behind the line of scrimmage, they won't run as much, or he won't be as mobile as much, and concentrate on the passing. So Gordon could be the key on D today.
I mean, Dan, we got Gordon and Brisker back now for the first time that duo is back this season. We're missing Jarrett, but look, we were good at depth for Jarrett. The only guy we're missing is TJ. Wow, hats and flags are flying everywhere in this Minnesota game. What just happened? Anywho, we'll tell you what happened here in a minute, but there's hats and flags, and I'm surprised we don't have jerseys or shirts, ref shirts being thrown as flags right now. They are jaw-jacking. But anyways, Dan, this is the first time we got the duo back. The dynamic of duo is back in the backfield. I think that Dennis Allen starts to turn up the heat on this defense, because if you remember last week's game, Dennis Allen was quoted as saying he has not fully implemented the defensive playbook because he was unsure of who his players were going to be in the defensive backfield. Well, now he knows who he's got. I mean, I would expect that he would open up that playbook, Dan.
Yeah. And, hopefully, hate to say it, but hopefully Kyler, he does all right today. Doesn't, now they rush TJ and Jalen back.
Well, Jalen could, with the surgery, come back at the end. TJ, what is up with him? I guess we'll see him maybe after the bye week. But to be honest with you, Woody, I think Sewell's really making the case to keep the job.
Yeah, keep the job. Yeah, difference. And we were all not disgusted, but I was kind of perturbed about an early bye week. But with all these injuries we have, this could help out the rest of the season and stuff like that. So, we come back after the bye week and play Washington at Washington. We know how that's going to be. Hopefully Tyreek, he's stepped it up the last couple of games. So hopefully he doesn't do his, taunting. I know there's going to be some Washington fans there that remembers that.
Do not taunt the fans, Tyreek. Do not taunt the fans. But with Sewell, though, Sewell's finally playing like the guy that we thought he was when we drafted. So does this put Edmonds or Edwards at risk at the end of this season or at the trade deadline if the Bears need a piece?
Edwards, I believe not. We know what Edwards is. He led the Bears in tackles the last couple seasons. But Edmonds, he had 2 interceptions last week. He's been coming on a little bit. I'd be worried more about Edmonds than Edwards of Noble Sewell keeping that job.
I mean, Dan, I was just thinking that because what he was saying, we've seen a lot of Edmonds this season. The argument we've all had is well, Edmonds not worth the money. We don't see this guy. He's like a ghost on the field. We don't see what he does. Maybe now we're finally seeing what Edmonds does because Edwards is out. I mean, so is Edmonds maybe starting to look like he justifies that contract of his?
Possibly. I mean, gotta, with Edwards out, gotta prove it now.
Yeah, what do you mean? I think Edmonds is actually kind of makes it a little bit harder to get rid of him or Edwards right now because Edmonds has showed up pretty good. Now, granted, look at the one interception, can't take anything away. That was beautiful. He laid out for it. Yep. The other one was kind of a gift, but he's made some other nice plays besides that, right? Some nice tackles, some nice stops. He's mucked up offensives a little bit. Maybe just because Edwards is such a tackling machine, he's just been more the setup guy to Edmonds.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm just glad that Bears have options, not musts. You know what I mean? It's about same about all positions that we have as well, especially offensive line. We have options. So if Edmonds doesn't work out with his contract at the end of the year, we know Sewell, we know Hippolyte can cover that area when Edwards is back and Edmonds is gone. But I'm glad we have options.
I want to see our running game today. Okay, I know we're still without. Well, no, Rojo's playing, isn't he? He's on any injury.
But he's playing more special teams, and we talked about this on Wednesday and stuff.
Yeah.
there is that a sign that we're only using him as special teams?
I don't know, because like it seems like we're more apt to run DJ Moore at running back, which I'm not against. I mean, he did pretty decent, and Monangai, who Broski Bear would say his name 3 times, he'll show up Broski Bear. Monangai minus the one where he just wouldn't stop and ended up losing like 7 yards. It took a 3-yard gain and turned into a 7-yard loss. But Monangai, that's a rookie mistake. Monangai is looking pretty good, but Swift, they haven't been able to get the edge for him. He's played decently, though. I mean, I'm not mad at what Swift is doing, but we're just not getting the running game going.
No, we don't know if I want some videos like as a quarterback to see if these holes are getting, opened up for Swift. Swift is a hell of because when he catches the ball out of the backfield, he's great. He had a 45, 65-yard run last week when I was there. So he's great out of the backfield. We just need that rusher. It couldn't be a Monangai. Like it's up in the air about these holes being made, and because I know the Swift haters are out there and say, "Oh, we should have got rid of them," blah blah blah. But we'll see. I'm just worried about Roschon Johnson, why he's just doing special teams.
I'm just wondering, we started seeing Monangai towards the end of the game last week, if that was maybe a test. Okay, can we trust him early in the game with the ball? And I think the answer, Woody, is yes.
Right. Last week,
yeah. So maybe the game plan is now we see more Monangai early up the middle, giving Swift, better opportunities when he's in the game.
But I like that 1-2 punch. Like, we all agreed that Roschon Johnson wasn't used correctly.
Right.
But then last year with the 3rd and 1 or, 3rd and goal at the 1 or 2, Roschon Johnson would take the ball, because he's more of a bull rusher. But now we have 2 speedy guys, and that's going to be an issue if we, have a 3rd and 1 and we get, we don't get that push, the bull rush like a David Montgomery.
But I'm wondering, though, if they're going to start filtering Monangai in on earlier down rush plays to kind of open it up for when, for Swift, make it more of a 1-2 punch than it is currently.
Right. But I guarantee, Ben Johnson and the offense want to get Swift in there early to get his running game going.
They got to get him going early.
Yep, absolutely.
And using DJ Moore is not bad. But he had 3 carries last week?
Right. Yep.
1 or 2 carries a game for DJ Moore, I'm not against, and then using one of the other receivers like Burden or something on a jet sweep will work. I mean, we do have weaponry with the wide receiving crew we got from 1 through 5. We have 5 receivers that we can utilize in the game plan effectively, which is kind of I'm surprised that we have that much depth.
Depth. We haven't heard that in a Bears team forever, especially offensive line.
Yeah. I mean, so we're talking with the Raiders today. The Raiders are actually, Geno Smith is up there in NFL passing yards. Like, he is up there. Like, he will sling that rock. And they've played pretty well offensively. It's for the Raiders, it's their defense. That's been their issue. They're still trying to figure it out. So let's hope they don't get right today. Offensively, they're kind of like the Bears, every week doing a little bit better. So really, for me, this comes down to a defensive battle as far as who can get pressure. And as much as I like how Dio has been playing, I still don't know if he was the right answer, Woody.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about after the bye week if they're going to go with Booker or Dio. I think they're going to go with Dio. If I was the Bears, I would have watched the game, the Chargers and the Raiders, because Geno Smith was off that game. He was taking the thing about Geno Smith. He takes too many chances. He would throw that in, free coverage and stuff like that. We got to get that there, get the rush going and stuff like that. I would definitely took a look at that Charger game to see how they play them.
And Montez Sweat's been pretty quiet.
Wow, was that
Wow.
open?
Is that Jordan
Jesus.
Addison? Yeah, it is.
Yep. Yep. First game
See
back.
ya. Oh, nope, down to 2. I have him on my bench. I picked him up in the draft and stashed him. Happy I
Yeah.
did.
If
I'm
Minnesota scores here, they're going to have to maybe go for an onside because it's close to the 2-minute warning. Only one timeout left.
Yeah. Montez Sweat's not getting any pressure either, though.
He had a sack last week, I think.
That's his first one.
Yeah, so it's good tackle, Queen. We need pressure. I mean, again, Geno Smith's a mobile quarterback. He's been with Seattle, New York. So I don't want to get to that him running and then we need a spy to take one of our players out of in coverage because that's where it can kill a team. That's why we got to stop the rush right off the bat with Austin Genty. We can't have this play action shit that we need that spy and one guy get out of coverage.
Yeah.
Woo! Nice tip.
Well, Jordan Addison, 15.4 fantasy points right now.
Yep. First game back.
Yeah. I am on the bench mix. I got Rome going today. Devontae Adams and Scary Terry. So I mean,
and speaking of Rome, I picked him earlier this year to be our breakout player of the year, and he's holding up to it. And I'm glad. I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, I like my wide receiving core of Scary Terry, Devontae Adams, and Rome, and then on the bench I've got Matthew Golden, Jerry Jeudy, and Jordan Addison. So yeah, I'm pretty good at wide receiver. Rome, I think Rome has another. Rome leads the NFL. And, that almost got picked.
Come on, Pittsburgh's defense too, man. Come on.
Yeah, Rome leads receivers in touchdown receptions right now, 4.
Yeah.
Caleb's third in the league with 7 touchdown passes.
He's tied for second with now he's third with Aaron Rodgers. He was tied with him going in today's game.
Yeah, so now he's third. So I mean, really, the offense is trying to do what it needs to do. It's the defense that we're having the problems with.
Yep.
And who would have thought that? Because, dude, last year that was our strength.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The consistency. That's what I'm talking about. It's all levels of the game. Special teams, defense, touchdown. Fuck. Naylor.
Are they going to do it? Okay. Yeah. Yep. Naylor would say, well, now Vikings fans can rejoice. Their season isn't over. They're still in this. I feel sorry for Viking fans, man. It's such a roller coaster, man.
Right. I mean, they came back in the fourth quarter just like today, and they actually beat us in the fourth quarter. We had 11-point lead, and they've been roller coaster up and down. I mean, then they lost to Atlanta 22-6, and they put 48 up last week, and now they're up and down.
But last week though, dude, without Joe Burrow there, it might as well have been playing a high school football team. I mean, honestly. All right, we got us a 3. Hey, the NFL is putting on a good show in Cork or Dublin today. Giving the fans a good show. They got the green terrible towels. Oh my goodness!
God, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
No, they gotta do everything green and drink their Jameson and their Guinness, which I am not against drinking either of those products. But
if I want a milkshake, I go to McDonald's. Only time I go to drink Guinness is the Irish Car Bomb, which I won the guzzling contest. So I'm good.
So today's game, what are you thinking more in terms of game plan?
Stopping Genty, and hitting Geno Smith. Offense, stopping Max Crosby. Main thing, because Caleb's going to be running for his life if Max Crosby gets free.
Yeah, with Max Crosby, he used to line up in the 8 slot. Now he's in the 5 with this new defense. I think that's really hampered him. I wonder how long it takes them to move him back to that other slot. Hopefully they don't figure that out today, because I think it's really hampered them. And actually, it's been giving the tackles a little bit of I don't want to say an advantage, because it's Max Crosby. You're not getting an advantage, but it's hampered Max. Maybe that's a better way of putting it.
If you double team him, though, it's going to leave somebody free, and that's when Caleb has to release his ball. A lot of slant passes today, quick passes, and then we should be good. But if he gets in on the quarterback, we're going to be in trouble. And Caleb Williams is going to be in the shotgun a lot today.
I'll tell you what, though, that's where Cole Kmet, I know, there's the onside kick try, not even close. Oh, they whistled it dead before it even got going. Here's the thing, though, for me with Cole Kmet. Like, I know we haven't utilized him in the passing game like we all think we should, but man, and it was always, Kmet's a weapon. He's not a blocker, but he blocks pretty good now. Like, he really upped his blocking game over the years.
Yep.
I mean, so like if you have Kmet in there backing up, the Canadian Eagle there, a little bit on Max, I think we're okay.
Yeah, chipping them, run plays, double them with the tight end. So we're probably going to see a lot of 2 tight end sets today. Just chipping them and getting open and giving Caleb some time to, hit them or throw it to one of our other receivers, Rome, stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of chip blocking today. Even Burden.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was going to say I could see them moving Burden, honestly, to a tight end slot every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you think about the receiving core we got. You could run 4 receivers out there, putting Burden in a tight end because that kid will block.
Yep, we've seen it.
He will.
Seen it.
I mean, he will throw a block on you. Oh, come on! Why is my game feed there giving me the circle of death? He will put a block on you.
Yep, but when Burden was doing it, he was going to probably get up against the second stringers. Max Crosby is a different animal.
Yeah, but I mean, he'll still do it though. That's the thing. I missed the onside kick because I'm getting the circle of death here on inside the box.
Well,
I take it they didn't get it. Is it Steelers ball? Game over.
well, oh yeah, it's second down. 2-minute warning.
Yeah, I've got the spinning circle of death over here. So every so often I get that with inside the box. I love the service after this is my 3rd season with it. I love it overall, but every so often I get this with certain channels.
Well, change. I know it's on NFL Network. If you have UHD, LHD, standard high definition,
you gotta go to LHD. I was on UHD. That's why I just switched over here to go to LHD.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the chip blocking. Max Crosby today is a big thing. Everybody knows that him going up against Benedict. Hopefully they made adjustments already before the even game starts to on him. So, or maybe at practice yesterday because they knew Darnell Wright was out. Hopefully they made a game plan about that.
One could hope. I just lost it altogether. Oh well, this game's over anyway, so I'm not gonna really worry about it. Yeah, that's weird.
Let's see what Motown Mitch's got to say. What's up? Good luck today,
Motown
bud.
Mitch. Yeah, I think they'd be screwed with JJ as well.
Right.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk. I mean, I know. Well, see, as Mitch is here, let's talk about his team for a minute. The Browns in Detroit. I mean, look, we're at a 325 game.
Right.
Right. So I think, a lot of us are going to watch
Red Zone.
Yeah, Red Zone over Detroit. I've got Detroit queued up right now.
Right. Detroit's favored by 10.
Yeah.
Cleveland's probably probably the best defense in the league.
Yeah.
I don't see Detroit scoring over 30 today.
No.
But if they do,
oh yeah,
Detroit's back. I'm telling you, they're going to be tough.
After last week's performance, I have them as the best team in the league right now because they look like last year's team again. I was
Absolutely.
like, yeah. But if Cleveland can get to Goff and make Goff make dumb mistakes, this can be another tight game. And if Cleveland could ever get a quarterback whose arm can do what his brain is telling him to do, because Flacco, like, he knows what he wants to do with it. I think his body betrays him a little bit. That's going to be a good game as leading into the Bears game. There we go, Mike.
What's up, Mike?
So I'm interested to see that game before the Bears game today. Yeah, Mitch, of course. Mitch, I would never think that you would ever say anything like this.
I mean, Detroit is impressive, especially on defense. Lamar Jackson never sacked 7 times in one game. They flustered him. They had a great game plan going into the game. Winning at Baltimore is tough. So, yeah. Lions are for real again.
I think this could be a really good game. We'll find out probably in the first quarter. In the first quarter, we'll know if this is going to be a blowout or if it's going to be a good game.
Yep.
And then we get Bears Raiders, and I think this one might take a little more time to develop. Bears Raiders.
Right.
This is going to be a close game. Bears Raiders, I think, might actually be a pretty close game.
Yep.
I don't think we're really blowing anyone out this year, but I mean the Bears. Look, we win today. We're 2-2. Vikings will be 2-2. I mean, for the season right now, Woody, how are you feeling about the Bears right now coming at this point in the season?
Just that first week against Minnesota, we had that game. I would love to be 3-1 going into the bye if we beat the Raiders today, but I'll take 2-2. 1-3, we're in trouble going to Washington after the bye week. But
so the Packers will be 3-1 today. Vikings will be 2-2. Lions will probably be 3-1, and hopefully we'll be 2-2. I mean, this division is still wide open.
Right. But bringing up that you said the Packers will be 3-1. I know how bad Dallas looks and how they're playing right now. But going down to Dallas with Green Bay playing them, I think it's going to be closer than people think, believe it or not.
Yeah, but look, I think Flus learns from last week that you can't. I mean, if he runs zone defense on Jordan Love all day,
right?
They don't have the receiving core we have, but Jordan will still make something happen. Josh Jacobs, they've got a better running game with Josh Jacobs right now, but defensively, the Packers defense should look at our defense did some damage. What's their defense going to do? And their defense is better than ours right now.
Oh yeah, but there's been a lot of crazy. Wow, they stopped them. Oh shit. So Minnesota's going to have the ball under a minute left. All they need is a field goal to tie.
Oh, let me go.
You know what? Steelers go for it. Kill them. 4th and 1. Do the QB sneak, man. But yeah, I understand what you're saying about, Jordan Love and the Packers today against Dallas. I think that's going to be closer than what we think.
Think so. We go to NFL.
So you're not going to give Boswell the chance, man. Wow. All right. So hopefully they pin him. But they're going to have under a minute left.
That's more than enough time with that receiving core. Wow. I mean, and you're on their side of the field, so why not go for it?
Yeah, I know.
Or are we going to see a trick? Or do we see a trick play here?
I don't know. Huh.
Oh no, it was a long first. Okay, it was like 6 yards. So yeah, put it in the end zone. That's smart. Kick it out of bounds. Sure.
Well, no, it was 4th and 1 with the delay of game penalty.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And he kicked it in the end zone.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, that was bad. That's
so
bad.
Motown has Dallas over as being better than Cleveland. Interesting.
Wow.
Bear down, Jermaine.
Even with CD Lamb out, Dallas is better in Cleveland?
Yeah, because they still got Pickett. Pickett's actually good.
Oh, we shut him down.
So, yeah, okay, here's a question. How many touchdowns for Caleb today?
I say 2.
Mike, are you able to speak at this point? How many touchdowns for Caleb? And Woody, I take it at least one of those is going to Rome, right?
Yep. One to Rome. And I say 1 to Cole Kmet. Oh, interception. Did he bobble it out of bounds?
I don't know, because dude, if you saw my screen right now, there we go. It was frozen for a second. The play just caught up. It's pretty close. He might have bobbled it though.
Yeah, that's what I was. Let's see.
God, even on LHD, I'm getting a spinning circle of death here.
Let's see. I'll tell you right now.
Or SHD. There we go.
Oh, he drug his foot, but did he have control? It's close. They called it an interception now.
If they give him this interception, Vikings fans are gonna be crying about this all friggin' week.
Oh, they crying right now, Ken.
Did he bobble it?
Hey, tell Rob Haspels he's not allowed to cry. His season ended in week 1, per his own words.
No, I haven't heard from Rob. I'm talking about everybody else that's in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Jamez, Jamila, Darren, all them good people.
Wow. Yeah, a win today does push in the right direction, Mike.
Yep.
I agree with you there. We look at. I thought we would be either 3-1 or 2-2 at the bye. But we win today. We're 2-2 at the bye, so I think we're in pretty good position.
Oh, he bobbled it. Did he have the second foot down though? That's close. Let's see right here. I'll tell you right now. Bobble 1, control. Yeah, he's. Ooh. I don't know, man.
That's close, right, Woody? I don't know either.
Bobble right there.
Incomplete.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's incomplete.
Wow. They dodged a bullet there, Minnesota.
I must be a player or two ahead of you guys.
You could be.
Yeah, because I seen it when Woody's talking about it. Like they already made the next play with a flag down.
All right, yeah. So you need to be quiet then for all that because
I won't spoil it.
Look at Darren woke up real quick now.
Hell yeah! Look, now he's clapping.
How he stole it.
That was almost another interception where he threw his hands. Oh, it's against Pittsburgh? Fuck.
Yep. On the defense, automatic first down.
So
was it tipped though?
Oh, these games. NFL's put on a good show in Europe today.
Oh, right through his hands. Oh, you son of a bitch. Good job, Queen, for holding him. Good. Give him a fucking chance. Good God.
Yeah, we've had some early injuries hurting us, Mike. Also, I think what hurt us in game 1, look at game 1 that lost to the Vikings, which a lot of us are still kind of upset about. It was week 1, game 1 of new everything. New systems, new players on the field because obviously a lot of them play in the preseason.
They're calling off sides on Watt. God damn it.
Jeez. Oh, here come the ref. Yeah.
But as we were saying earlier in the season, like we didn't want our bye to be so early, but technically the way the injuries are, I'm kind of glad.
Yeah. I said that before. I agree.
It's worked out. And look at every week this offense has been improving. The defense even showed improvement last week as we're opening up the playbook more. So, yeah, Mike, I agree with you. I mean, this early bye is actually working out for us between the injuries and then the building of the continuity of this team and opening up the playbook some. Everyone's glued to this game right now. So it sucks about having the European game when we're doing a pregame show. We're all trying to do both.
Yeah.
There's our first down. But I don't know. I mean, if we win today, and I think we will. Don't forget today to go to Chicago Bears News and make your score prediction. Mike, where are they winning today if they get the prediction right? Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
I'm listening.
I believe it.
If they predict the score on the Chicago Bears News today, what's the prize?
Devin Hester 8x10 auto.
That's intentional grounding. Sorry.
That's what I just said. I thought you heard me
Yeah.
because you're like, Mike, I thought you heard
Yeah,
me. I'm
that's
like,
gotta
hey,
be. That's
That's
gotta be.
be
there's
intentional
the flag,
grounding.
yo.
So, Woody, what's
It is.
your score prediction
Called it
for
late.
Bears Raiders today?
50-50. This is like a Bears, like I said, a home and away game.
Yep.
He's going
Uh,
first.
gr-
Hell yeah. What do usually I'm demanding to go last?
I believe phew, I believe Bears. I think Bears are going to pull it out. I say 27-21 Chicago
All
today.
there was nobody around him. That was intentional ground.
What do you think, Mike? What's your
I
prediction
think
for
it's going to
today?
be a little high scoring game than that. Our offense is actually starting to turn it around a little bit. Our defense stepped it up, but I think Genty's going to have a good game. And we got to, worry about Geno's. So I think it's going to be a little higher. I'm going to go 34-24 Bears.
Good God.
Yeah, I was somewhat similar to you, Mike. I think I agree with you. The offense is moving. I could see another 4 touchdown day for Caleb as being a possibility. So that right there puts you at 28. But I think we want to get the run game involved. So I think we'll see a rushing touchdown. We'll see a couple passing touchdowns.
Wow. He did a windmill.
Wow.
Good God.
Well, it just depends on. Go ahead, Ken. I'm sorry.
I could see this game being like 35-24.
And
True.
Mike,
I just don't know
Cam
if our
was
run game is going to be there 100% because Swift isn't 100, Roshan isn't 100, so you might see more shotgun like we've been seeing like week 1 and stuff. So,
well, I think though, like we were saying earlier, I think you were doing some producing stuff. Monangai, they started to insert him more in the game last week later, and I think it was that was a test bed, and I think the test bed on that minus the one where he just tried too hard and lost yards after he gained them.
Yep.
Was a positive test. I think we'll see him a lot more Monangai early to soften up the Raider offensive or defensive front, which might be that 1-2 punch we've been looking for with Roshan not being 100%.
That's the way.
I mean, I can see that, like I said, especially with Swift banged up a little bit. Like he's not hurt, but he's not 100, so they're not just gonna feed him the ball.
Yeah, I think they were. I think they're going to want to put Monangai down the middle more and use Swift more in the type of runs where they can try to bang him to the outside and secure the edge. So, like, runs to the left behind Braxton.
That's game, folks. That's fucking game.
Thank you, Bill. We haven't seen that yet. We're 14 seconds behind.
Sorry, that's what being. I should have muted it. That's being in the chat. The Vikings always go on a video chat and watch it together, so I give it to them, win or lose. Not all of them, and Rob's not one of them.
So, Mike, Ken did ask, so you can tell everybody where your score prediction post is going to be at.
It's actually in a few different spots, but the main spot you have to comment on is Chicago Bears News. I shared it to Mike the Bear fan, but go to Chicago Bears News and put it in that post. It's in other groups and stuff like that as well, but you got to hit the score right on the button. And the cutoff for the game prediction is just before kickoff. Soon as kickoffs happen.
So we're about 12 minutes away from early games, 11 minutes away from early games. Mike, any early games that you're paying particular attention to?
The Lions. Obviously, we're in the NFC North. I'm hoping those Brownies come to town,
I'm thinking that the Colts game is going to be really interesting against the Rams too. The story of Indiana Jones continue.
Yeah, my game to look at. Hopefully the Buccaneers pull it out against the Eagles.
Yeah, I was going to say that too.
But
Goodwin's back. Godwin's back, but Evans is, I believe, probably not playing.
No, Evans is out.
But believe it or not, I'm going to throw this out there. I want to see how Jackson Dart does with the Giants. They're playing the Chargers in New Jersey today. Interested. I'll be going back and forth with that game. I want to see how he does.
Well, this week's actually got some good matchups now. The Jaguars at the Niners could be interesting too.
Mm-hmm. I have Jags pulling that out.
Now they're at the same time we are, right? No, they're early game. No, they're a late game.
Yeah,
The
they're
early
at
games
Tampa.
they go at the Colts, at the Rams, Eagles at Tampa, Panthers at New England, and the Brownies at Detroit, and then the Chargers at the Giants, Titans at the Texans. The Texans are trash. You know what? Let's talk about that for a minute. Everyone wants to talk about how great CJ Stroud was. Someone put up CJ Stroud's numbers next to who else was it? Richardson. Anthony Richardson's numbers.
2.0.
Yeah, I mean, dude, they're almost mirror. So, like, you know, I in a way, I kind of want to see them get spanked today. Like, I want Tennessee just to spank Houston and CJ. I mean, that's the problem when you get with these guys. They come on, have a great rookie campaign. Everything's, oh my God, they're the end all. And now look, it's the second year, this year 3, and his numbers really suck ass.
Yeah, they're both teams are really bad. I mean, Cam Ward, rookie coming out, number 1 pick, and but they're both
Tennessee's got good defense though.
Yeah, 0-3 both teams.
Yeah.
Houston only has Nico Collins for CJ Stroud to throw to. They got Joe Mixon in the backfield, but that's gonna be a barn burner that game. It's battle for going to be 1-4 or 1-3, whatever. So
by the way, it is official. Evans is out. Godwin is in for Tampa.
Yeah. First game for Godwin to be back, though.
Yeah. I mean, but you know what? Look at you're Tampa. You lose Evans. Okay, here comes Chris Godwin. No biggie. And we still got Ibuka. We still got Otten. And that's going to be a good game. They
got Bucky Irvin. Oh, great running back. So I pulled Tampa out getting that game today down in Tampa.
Same here. I have the Bucks winning. I'm just I love Bears Raiders games because I like the Raiders on the AFC. I've always been I've always liked the Raiders since I was a kid. I always love this because I feel like for me I can't lose today because I like both teams. Obviously, I'm more of a Bears fan than a Raiders fan. The Raiders are like that secondary team. If the Bears aren't on, I'd like to see them play well. So yeah, obviously I want to see the Raiders get crushed. But I always love Bears Raiders weeks, man. When we do get them. Yeah, let's see how big of a game Judkins has against the Lions too. That's gonna be
he can run. He can run. Yeah. And Myles Garrett, like us, with going up with Max Crosby, Myles Garrett, I'll take him any day, twice on Sunday against Max Crosby. I believe Myles Garrett is leading the league in stacks. I think he has 5.
Yeah,
I believe.
How many does he get today?
2 at least.
I was gonna say 2. And then so sorry, bitch. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think you guys can still win it.
Yeah.
Well, Mitch is saying the Packers are going to fall to the Cowboys.
I'm telling you, man. That's just one of those scary games. Cowboys being so bad.
You know what? I would call it a trap game, but for whatever reason, Green Bay always gets up for Dallas.
Right.
So I understand where you're at, but they always seem to get up for Dallas. But now that McCarthy's gone, maybe they don't get up for it as much because before it was because McCarthy was there. Well, now McCarthy's gone. Maybe it is a trap game.
They're gonna lax because CeeDee Lamb's out. I mean, I don't. Javonte Williams is running good.
I mean, Eberflus did such a terrible job last week in Chicago too. We got to think that Eberflus is looking for redemption this week against the Packers because the defense he ran against, the quarterback that he knows better than any defensive coordinator in the league, was terrible. He should have known better than to run that defense on Caleb all day. Caleb carved him up.
Right. And Packers fans last week says, well, man, why were Bears Cowboys game of the week? Well, you guys are playing Sunday night. I don't think that game should be Sunday night either. So
no. Well, Packer fans think they should always be the highlight of the week for everyone.
Yeah.
Remember, they were going to be undefeated until the upset last week. Because Micah Parsons, just forget by getting him, they're automatically a Super Bowl team.
Usually I don't say much about them and their shows and everything, but I literally listened to them. They're saying Parsons is having at least 4 sacks against
Wow.
that.
What kind of crack do they smoke up there?
Mike, is that
I mean, they
Mike?
talk
That
about us a lot and stuff, but I mean, come on, man.
hey, Mike, that is possible though, correct?
Anything's possible.
Yeah,
but,
it's
I mean,
possible, but you know, they look
Wow,
at Packers
what
fans
the-
want to call us delusional all the time, and here they can run off talking about how Mike is going to have 4 sacks and they're going to win the Super Bowl just because you added Micah Parsons. If Micah Parsons was that good, Dallas would have won playoff games.
So this stat: Lions and Browns are tied for third most sacks in the league at 11.
Yeah, but most of that came for the Lions last week.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
7 of
So,
them. Yep.
But look at, man, Detroit's defense is coming up, is getting there. You know, their guys are getting there where they need to be. That's gonna be a fun game. I still don't know, man, if the Cowboys can pull it out on the Packers. I unfortunately are the Packers. I'd like to see Dallas do it. I would love to come into a situation where, you know, the Packers are 2-2, the Vikings are 2-2, the Bears are 2-2, and the Lions are 2-2. I would love to see that. I just don't see that happening. I think either the Packers or Lions, at least one of those guys is going to win today.
Yeah, somebody's got to win. And I just seen that the Texans now are 7-point favorites today.
Yeah, I don't believe that for shit. I'm sorry. They're trash. Everyone still lives off their 2 seasons ago CJ Stroud super rookie year. But you know, every week they're the favorite, but every week they're trash. That the Texans are not a good football team. You're 0-3. Okay, you're playing another 0-3, but I think they have a better defense than you. I like Cam Ward right now better than CJ Stroud. I think Cam Ward's numbers might even be better than Stroud's right now. They're trash. They are trash. Oh, I gotta listen to Vilma and Albert if I watch the Detroit game.
No.
I might not watch the Detroit game.
I'm just watching Red Zone until the Bears game comes on. Fuck that.
Yeah, it might be one of those days. Guys, Bears Raiders, gonna be a fun game in Vegas today. Big crowd out there, 1st and 10's out there tailgating right now. Bears, I think, like we said, get a win. I think we go to 2-2, then we look to the bye week, which means next week's shows will be very interesting to see how this division's working. Woody, I think we're in a good spot as an organization. The Bears are right now. I know we still want to see more pressure on the quarterback from the edge, but honestly, right now, I think the Bears are kind of where we need them to be.
Yeah, it depends on today. We got to be positive going in this week. This bye week for us. If we go in 1-3 and go to Washington, it's going to be tough. If we go 2-2 into Washington, then you know.
And I think Washington is a team we can definitely beat. We'll definitely talk a lot about that Monday night game coming up in the weeks to come. But you're right. Today's the first step. And the way this team's been progressing, Woody, I'm happy. I can actually say as a Bears fan, I'm happy right now.
Yeah. It's got to be consistent with Caleb Williams throwing 4 touchdowns against Dallas last week, his best game of the career. I don't want to see this on and off, up and down like, Minnesota, obviously.
Yeah.
I want to see consistency every week.
Mitch, you don't have to do that because after we watched the Lions-Browns game, then's the Bears game, then's Green Bay. So today you can literally watch all 4 NFC North teams and not have to miss out on anything from your team, which is the beauty of the way the scheduling went today. We can watch all 4 NFC North games. We just lost the Vikings lose. They dropped the 2-2. Now we're going to watch Detroit. Then we get to watch Chicago. Then we get to watch Green Bay. It's a beautiful day of football, everyone.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us today. As always, Woody and I appreciate it, and Mike when he's here. We appreciate. We'll see you back Wednesday. Woody and I will be here at least on Wednesday. Maybe we'll get one of the Mikes or Broski to come on. Thank you, Dan, for being on until he dropped off today. We'll be talking about this upcoming Bears game on Wednesday, and then of course looking towards the bye week. So, guys, enjoy football today. Enjoy NFC North football today. Let's go Browns. Let's go Cowboys. Let's make this whole division 2-2 today. That's what I'm thinking. So thanks, everyone. Bear down.
Bear down.